So, what if I told you there's this simple two-word phrase that could be your secret weapon for just reclaiming your sanity and focus at work? Well, it's called the let them theory. And trust me, it can have a massive impact. You know that feeling, right? Where you're just fighting a battle at work you absolutely cannot seem to win. You're giving it everything you've got, pushing this huge boulder uphill only to watch it roll right back down again. It is one of the most frustrating parts of professional life, for sure. Okay, so picture this. You're in the final stretch of a really high-stakes project. Everyone's on the same page, the plan is locked in, you can practically taste the victory. And then, bam, it happens. A key stakeholder drops some urgent, last-minute demand that was never part of the plan, and all of a sudden, everything just feels like it's about to completely fall apart. And what's your first instinct? To jump in, to fix it, to try and force everyone back on track. That after all those endless meetings and late nights, what's the result? You're just completely burned out, totally frustrated, and you haven't actually moved the project forward at all. You've just exhausted yourself fighting a battle you were never, ever going to win. There's got to be a better way. And you know what? There is. It's a concept called the let them theory, and it is a deceptively simple but incredibly powerful shift in your whole mindset. So at its core, this whole theory is about strategic surrender. It's a method to consciously stop pouring your precious energy into things that are fundamentally outside of your control. That way, you can redirect all that focus to where it actually makes a difference. So look, this slide breaks it down perfectly. It's really two parts. First, you have let them. This is all about accepting what you just can't control. You let them have their strong opinions. You let them misunderstand the spec. That's their reality. But then the second part is where you take back all the power. Let me. This is where you turn inward and focus on what you can control, your response, your actions, your next move. See that shift? It's a move from getting sucked into external chaos to taking back internal control. So, that's the theory. But what does it actually look like when you put it into practice? Let's walk through a couple of classic workplace nightmares. All right, first up, you've got this fantastic new idea. It's backed by solid research, there's a great business case, it's a winner. But when you present it, another team immediately pushes back, talking about their priorities, like technical debt. Now, the old way is to just fight it out. You escalate, you argue, you try to force your idea through, and you end up burning bridges and all your energy in the process. The let them way is totally different. You let them voice their concerns, because from their point of view, they're probably valid. And then you pivot. Let me use this time to build an even stronger financial model. Let me go find a major client to champion this thing. You see? You're not giving up. You're just playing the long game. Okay, here's another one I am sure we've all faced. The difficult client. They're super slow with feedback, and then all of a sudden they come in with these chaotic, out-of-scope demands that they needed yesterday. The typical response, right? We just jump right into their fire drill. We get stressed about their disorganization, we work late to fix their problem, and we basically become a stressed-out order taker, just reacting to their every whim. But with this new mindset, the whole game changes. You let them have their internal chaos. That is their reality, not yours. And then you reclaim your power. You let me respond calmly with the scope document we all agreed on. Let me articulate the impact on the timeline and the budget. Let me maintain firm, professional boundaries. And just like that, you've transformed from a reactive order taker into a respected, strategic partner. Seriously, when you start practicing this, it truly becomes like a professional superpower. It just changes how you operate and really how other people see you. And let's be super clear about one thing. This is not about apathy or giving up. Not at all. It's the exact opposite. This is strategic energy allocation. Because think about it. At the end of the day, your energy and your focus are finite resources. They are your most valuable professional assets, and wasting them on things you can't influence is just a recipe for burnout and, frankly, not being very effective. By consciously letting go of the uncontrollable stuff and doubling down on your own actions and your own responses, you fundamentally change your role. You shift from being a stressed, reactive participant caught up in chaos to a calm, effective, and proactive leader who actually gets things done. So why does all of this matter so much? Because in a world that is just never, ever slowing down, the ability to focus your energy on what you can actually influence, well, that isn't just a nice to have. It is your competitive advantage. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. When you look at your work, your projects, your biggest frustrations, what is one thing you can choose to just let go of, starting today, to reclaim your energy for what truly matters?